Tu vuoi fare l'americano? Americano, americano, papara, ma sei nato in Italia. Vi ricordate? Questo era Renato.
Do you remember? That was Renato Carosone. For us Italians, America has always been the promised land, the symbol of innovation. So much so that in the 1990s, the Conham Shipyard launched the world's first Italian walk-around boat, designed by Giuseppe Cimino and named America 30.
E oggi, proprio dalla matita di Giuseppe Cimino insieme alla capacità...
Today, from the very pencil of Giuseppe Cimino and the construction expertise of the Carnevale family, comes a new, more modern and up-to-date model of America, while staying true to the style that made it an icon. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to present the new Echo America 35. Today, I'm in Naples to test it. Let's get started. This is The Boat Show. One of the innovations of this model is the technical arrangement at the stern. The housing of the dual outboard engines is semi-covered, utilising the area above the engine cowls as a large sun deck. This not only increases comfort on board, but also provides a large side opening to ensure sufficient airflow for the engine combustion, while at the same time dampening noise during navigation, allowing you to enjoy the sound of the sea.
A questo punto lo so che vi starete chiedendo, ma perché se si vuole...
At this point, I know what you're thinking. Why not opt for inboard or stern drive engines if you want to cover the cowls and reduce engine noise? The answer is simple. 1. Ease of maintenance. 2. Below deck space. At the stern, in fact, the large swim platform, entirely designed and engineered by Giuseppe Cimino and built by the in-house team at Echo, moves in 3 dimensions, submerging below sea level and detaching from its mount. This enables easy access to the foot of the outboard engines, which, when raised, are readily available for any kind of maintenance, routine or extraordinary.
Pensate quanto possa essere facile...
Imagine how easy it would be to clear a line caught in the propeller in this position. It's a very smart and safe solution.
E poi, tirando su completamente il prendisole, si ha il completo accesso...
Then, by fully lifting the sun deck, you have complete access to the cowls, that is, the engine heads, making it easier to replace or service the entire engine block. The cockpit is modular. Fixed forward-facing seats completes the sun deck and is accompanied by 2 movable seats, which you can choose between director's chairs or 2 footstools. In the centre, the electric table retracts to floor level. Flanked by 2 aluminium posts that support the fiberglass superstructure, a single central module is rear-facing with an outdoor kitchen setup, an 85-litre standard refrigerator, an induction or gas cooktop, and a customisable worktop with 2 side cupboards for storage. Facing forward, the same module provides 3 separate seats to create a large sofa for the pilot, co-pilot and passenger, all on a raised floor level. The side walkways to the bow area are asymmetric. On the left, the passageway is spacious and easily accessible, with secure freeboards and handrails. On starboard, the deck has been raised to create interior volume needed for the bathroom area. Passage remains possible via a step to the starboard of the dashboard and a second natural step moving from the forward-facing bow seat. Up front, there are 2 distinct areas, the first with a large central sun deck. And the second here at the very bow, with 2 opposite seats and the option to add a central table with an umbrella, essentially a fantastic aperitif area. Below deck, headroom is generous, reaching up to 1.9 metres in some places. Forward, the U-shaped dinette transforms into a master cabin with a large closet to port. At the stern, there's a guest bunk bed, ideal for children or as an additional storage space.
Tenete presente che tutto quello che vedete a bordo di questa unità è stato
Bear in mind that everything you see on this unit has been customized to meet the needs of its owner. For instance, instead of a large master bed, the owner opted for a large wardrobe and even a larger bathroom. He even requested the installation of a bidet, which I personally appreciate a lot. Keep in mind that the nominal length at the waterline of this hull is only 9.2 metres.
Oggi voglio cominciare raccontandovi qualcosa di molto interessante.
Today, I want to start by telling you something very interesting. The reason why the shipyard is called Echo. As we have seen, the Caravale family has extensive experience with fiberglass spanning decades. Even during the time of Gennaro Carnevale, father of Ciro and Ernesto, who now lead the shipyard, the family was a supplier for many boatyards, building hulls and decks for them.
Oggi questo cantiere vuole proprio
Today, this shipyard seeks to be the echo of Gennaro Carnevale's great passion and expertise, passed down to his sons, who are, for the first time, putting their own name on their products.
Ma in questo grande progetto i due fratelli Carnevale
However, the Carnevale brothers are not alone in this ambitious project. The Echo shipyard also includes a second partner, Gaetano Ambrosca, owner of Preziosa Casa, whose extensive entrepreneurial expertise adds stability and, why not, a touch of style to the endeavour.
Lo scafo, la coperta e la sovrastruttura.
The hull, deck and superstructure were laminated in traditional fiberglass. The hull with vinyl ester resin and the deck and superstructure with isophthalic resin.
5 tonnellate e 8 è il suo dislocamento a vuoto. Questo significa
The dry displacement is 5.8 tons, indicating a heavily built boat, solid and well suited to handling waves.
il disegno dello scafo poi bisogna immaginarselo diviso in due parti differenti. La carena
The hull
e
design
l'opera
can be
morta.
thought of as divided into two distinct parts. The hull and everything above the waterline. From the side, the boat appears quite voluminous. But when viewed below the waterline, examining the hull lines and especially the keel, it's clear that the design is long and slender, with a pronounced bow angle reaching 46 degrees, transitioning to 26 degrees midship and 14 degrees at the stern. This means it's not a monohedric hull designed to slice through waves at the bow and provide stability at the stern.
Mentre invece nell'opera morta le linee
Above the waterline, however, the lines expand to maximise interior and deck space.
è molto interessante vedere l'imbarcazione nella sua pianta.
It's fascinating to observe the boat from above, zenithal view. Do you see it? The point of maximum beam is at the helm station, significantly forward on the longitudinal line of the boat. As mentioned earlier, the hull is a different story altogether. We've established that it's a robust boat. Let's see at what point it manages to rise out of the water.
A poppa abbiamo due Mercury V10
At the stern, we have two 400 horsepower Mercury V10s, totaling 800 horsepower. In my opinion, they're more than enough for this boat.
Ok, sto facendo 9 nodi.
I'm going 9.8 knots, and I say the wake is clear. Fuel consumption is 82 litres per hour overall.
Questa andatura è una delle peggiori per tutti gli scafi, ma in più questa unità è stata customizata.
This speed is typically challenging for all hulls, and in addition, this unit has been heavily customised by its owner, who requested a large battery pack. This has caused a slight stern weight, which doesn't help the hull plane out immediately when throttle is applied. By lowering the flaps resolves everything.
Risolve. Un po' di gas.
A bit of throttle, and we're off.
oggi nel Golfo di Napoli è entrato un sud-ovest.
Today in the Gulf of Naples, there's a strong southwesterly wind bringing large swells offshore and starting to kick up shorter waves in the Gulf. 22 knots, now 23.
Un'altra cosa da notare è che avendo ricercato tutti questi volumi al di sopra
Another thing to note is that by maximising volumes above the waterline, the centre of gravity is relatively high. At anchor, the boat moves slightly, a problem we immediately resolved by lowering the helm station below the waterline.
del galleggiamento. Ma sono curioso di vederle.
I'm curious to see how it handles underway, because I'm sure it will lean significantly in turns. Shall we try? Let's go port. Just don't tighten the turn too much.
In generale è sempre buona norma andare molto cauti nelle.
In general, it's always wise to be cautious with manoeuvres, regardless of the vessel type. Start with gentle manoeuvres, keep the throttles handy, and if something doesn't feel right, reduce speed and straighten the boat.
Ok, però adesso voglio vedere cosa
All right, but now I want to see what the new Echo America 35 can really do with these two beasts behind it. 800 horsepower should push it to 35 knots. As always, I have two goals today. The first one is to reach them, the second to top them. Cimino's hull is classic and lacks steps.
giri.
5,900 RPM to touch 6,000 RPM. Ladies and gentlemen, I hit 40.2 knots.
Oh, oh, ma che risultato pazzesco! Però
What an incredible achievement. Remember, every time you try these things, use your head. If you're not comfortable, ease up on the throttle. It's fun regardless.